Welcome back to another one, guys. We got some beautiful warm weather here in Wisconsin again today. You gotta love it. I don't think temps are supposed to get up above 0 degrees here for another 24 hours, but it should be making great ice conditions for some ice fishing that I'm gonna be doing here next weekend. In order to prepare for that, I just made 2 Cabela's and we're gonna run in and grab some essentials. Guys, there's just something that's addicting about buying fishing tackle. But I was able to find everything that I was looking for except for some treble hooks. But we're gonna head over to Fleet Farm and pick those up. I'm more of an open water fisherman at heart, so when I saw those walleye baits, I knew I had to get one. But we were also able to find those treble hooks. Now let's head to the house and I'll show you guys what I'm rigging up for next weekend. Alright guys, here's a close-up of everything that I got today. Disregard that one. I got some gold tungsten jigs here. I got a hot tip from one of the locals on the lake that I'm going to be fishing with that I needed some size 10 or 12 treble hooks, so I got red and gold. And then I got a little orange and white spoon with a gold tail on there, and then I got a gold spoon and some split shots. We are going to be targeting primarily panfish in this video, bluegills, crappie, and perch. Now let's get to rigging up these rods. Now when fishing in Wisconsin, each person is allowed 3 rods. When you're ice fishing, it's really important to maximize this, because you're only fishing through an 8-inch hole, so you can't cover that much ground. So it's important to cover as much ground as you possibly can and use as many rods as you possibly can. First rod here is our dead stick rod. We got a little tiny gold treble hook on there, up to some split shots, and a spring bobber down at the end. This is a 25-inch light action rod. Now we're gonna move over to our jigging rod. Got a 30-inch medium rod with a little white and orange spoon with a little gold kicker on down by the hook there. Both rods are using 6-pound line. Then we'll move over to our walleye tip up. We have a little red small treble hook on there down to some split shots. We're using thick braid and about a 8-foot long 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. And now we'll move over to our pike tip up. We have a bigger treble hook on there to a split shot again. And then we got that thick braid and 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. Alright guys, we're just rolling up to the lake right now. Let's go catch some fish.
Come on.
Oh, I think we're together.
We're together. Okay. Yep. I did have a big one.
You got oh boy. Well. That's good. There's a lot of hooks everywhere.
And booger you up pretty good.
No, here I got it. Let that guy go.
That's the downfall of sitting next to each other.
Seem to have ate both hooks.
How's the family?
They're doing well.
Rachel's doing well with her job.
Oh, that's why it's a nicer one. Fight a little bit harder when they're hooked in the stomach. It's
cheating.
I didn't try to hook it in the stomach, it just happens. Guys, we got a nice one here. Ooh, that's a really nice perch. Heck yeah. Probably a nice 7 or 8 incher. We'll get that guy back. Ooh, that's a really nice one. Wow, that's the biggest perch I've ever caught by far.
Yeah. That's a female. She's full of. Her belly is real plump.
Huh.
You want your bucket?
Ooh. So that's
about
female?
Yeah, that you can tell. I mean, just the way her. I mean, she's gonna be full of eggs, so there isn't gonna be a whole lot of meat to her. It's just
okay. Sweet. I'll
Yep.
let her go. I don't want to keep one full of eggs.
there you go.
Little guy.
You know, a couple times during the week, we'd have a bonfire, and he'd come join us. You know, just kind of catch up with you and stuff. And there were times he took us out to different lakes. My buddy and I. All right, dude, go do your thing.
I'm wondering if they got me. Sure enough. All right.
And we got a perch.
Let's take it.
Down there. That's all right. We'll take them.
Alright guys, not too bad for the first time going out this year, especially with no electronics. We were fishing a steep drop off. It was going from about 8 feet down to 18 feet. And I was catching all those perch on that white and orange spoon that I bought in the beginning of the video, tipped with a little minnow. Now let's get to cooking. I got a walleye here that I caught this spring. As you guys can see from the video, I caught a couple other decent sized perch, but I didn't want to clean anything that had eggs in it. So we're going to be doing this walleye, and walleye are kind of fun because of course you get that regular fillet, but then you also can do walleye wings, which are kind of fun, and walleye cheeks. So all that will be going in with some fish fry and then a little bit of Cajun seasoning. We're going to be cooking in avocado oil as it's a little bit healthier and it can be heated up to hotter temperatures all the way up to 500 degrees. And then for the side dish, we're going to be doing a spin on fish and chips. We're going to be doing some cottage cheese chips. Super tasty, super high in protein. It'll go really well together. Now onto those cottage cheese chips. I normally am not a big fan of cottage cheese. Just can't get behind the consistency, but there's a lot of protein in it. My mom showed me these chips a couple weeks ago, and so I figured I'd pass them on to you because I love them. You're just going to take a spoonful of the cottage cheese, place it down on some parchment paper in a pan, and then spread it out just a little bit, and we'll keep going. We'll probably make about 4 or 5 of them. Once you get all those blobs down there and spread out, you're going to put a little everything bagel seasoning on it. You can go pretty heavy on the seasoning. We're going to take those over to the oven. We got the oven set at 350. We're going to be putting them on the top rack for 30 to 40 minutes. Alright, I got my bag set up that I'm going to be putting the fish in. I got the fish fry and the Cajun all mixed in this bag. I put a healthy amount of Cajun in there because I like a little bit of spice, but you can add as much or as little as you'd like. And then the trick to good crispy fish is to make sure that you dry it first. So I'm going to dry it off in a paper towel. And then I'm going to put it in an egg wash. Make sure to coat both sides. And then it'll go in the bag. And then we'll keep doing that for the rest of the fish. Now that you got all the fish in the bag, we're going to close the bag, making sure that we got a good amount of air in there. And then we shake. Shake it around until all the pieces are nice and covered, and then we'll head over to the grease. Alright, we got the pan on medium heat. We got just enough oil to cover the bottom of the pan. Now let's start getting these pieces in here. Make sure you drop the pieces away from you, that way you're not splashing oil at yourself. Hit the 4-minute mark. We're going to start flipping these. They smell really good. You can smell that Cajun. Hit the 4-minute mark on this side. Fish are looking really good, super crispy. I'm going to take them out of the pan. And I'm going to set them on this wire rack over here to cool. Here's what we're working with, guys. They look super crispy. I can't wait to try them. Well, guys, we got those chips out of the oven. Probably stayed in there for about 5 minutes too long. Took them out at 35 minutes. So probably leave them in there for 30 minutes and they'd be perfect. There's the fish. And now we're gonna go about making a fish taco. All right, guys, we got the fish taco all assembled here. We got the fish down at the bottom, and then we got a layer of lettuce and some shredded cheese and a little bit of fruit salsa. With my fish tacos, I always do the fruit salsa. Just brings it all together, super nice. And then I left the wing there. I'll show you guys how to eat that. If you're ever at a party and you gotta try a walleye wing, the bottom side is all skin and bone, so you don't want to try that. So you're going to put the meat side down, and you just kind of suck all the meat off the bone. It's surprisingly really good and super meaty. And as you can see, there's the little clear bone right there. That seasoning is super good. The Cajun taste is really good. I like that heat. And then the fish fry is really good. It's got a nice little saltiness to it. I would give that a 9.3 out of 10. Now let's move on to the fish taco. Once again, fish just falls apart in your mouth. It's nice and white meat. That fruit salsa brings it all together. I gotta give this a 9.7 out of 10. Now let's go on to the chips. I'm gonna take the least burnt one. Definitely not my best work. My mom makes these really well, so I might have to leave it up to her. Hers are like a 9.5. These I'm gonna have to give like a 7.5. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end. We will be dropping the official logo of IB Outdoors at 110 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.